do, 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 do. Like the music?
Yeah, it's good. Catchy.
Much better. Okay, now I hear myself. Awesome. Okay, thank you, and welcome to Happy Hour number 5. We are going live August 27th, 2024 at Arsenal Business Growth. This is the show where we talk about what's going on at Arsenal and, tips on how to grow your business. Maybe some fun stories in between. Joining us is Adam Broughton.
Hello.
Otherwise known as A-Bomb.
Yeah, that's a new nickname I got today, I guess.
Or A-Bomb?
Yeah.
Is he A-Bomb or like the A-Bomb? I thought it was a bomb appointment, and it turned out being A-Bomb is the name.
I think it's A-Bomb, yeah.
Did you have any other names?
People growing up used to call me Red or like Big Red just because of my hair. So like my family and people who are like really close to me call me Red, mainly just because of my hair. But
What? It's a good name.
Yeah.
Good name. Big Red. Matt Sifford in the studio showing us and controlling the video and the audio stuff. Thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll have maybe a couple other guys join in. Who knows? But let's just talk about what's going down at Arsenal today. So today, August 27th, man, it's hot in here. We need to repair on one of the HVAC units in our gymnasium, and it cannot get here soon enough. I am sweating like a pig. Partner appointments today. We have 20 so far. That's a good clip. That's a goal we shoot for every day. Have at least 20. 20 so far. It's 4:23 p.m. We've got another hour and a half or so to go throughout the day because we flex to 6 p.m. some of us. And leading the charge is Evan Wolf with 3 and Adam Broughton here with 2. So, good job. So you were working with us as an intern, right?
Correct.
From Mizzou.
Correct.
And that was last year?
Yeah, so I came in last summer, and then I did, during my junior year, I did it over winter break for about a month.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Had a lot of help. Do you know about how many deals you're responsible for here? How many new customers you've introduced us to?
Yeah, so I had 3 last summer, and then I've had 3 so far this summer.
Wow.
Yep.
And today, I'm to understand that you set up your very first partner appointment?
Yeah, I set my first 2. Yep.
Yeah. First 2?
First 2, back to back.
Who for?
Yeah, it was for a commercial roofing client in Ohio that I've been helping Brock out with. Their name is Superior Roof Systems. So I had 2 back to back with them today on some records I built out.
Oh my gosh. Back to back?
Yep.
Let's check them out. What are the details on those? Not specific identifiable items, but in general, like how big's the building? What's the pain point?
Yeah. So on the first one, it was about 35,000 square feet. They were both schools. I actually reached them through the main line trying to gather some information on who I should talk to. Funny enough, the building owner manager was in the office with the receptionist, and so she handed him over the phone. He said he was actually up on the roof a couple days ago checking out his HVAC systems and said there's been some tears in the TPO. Definitely wanted our guys to come out and take a look. I was looking at it on satellite maps as well. It didn't look great. And then the other one was another school, was literally right across the street. So I was like, might as well reach out to them since we're going to be in the area. So called them too. They said they had some active leaks going on in their EDPM rubber. So we set them up for both next Tuesday, the day after Labor Day. So they're going to be back to back. I think it's 9 a.m. and 11. So It's perfect. The roofers could just literally walk over to the other school after they're done. So it was pretty ideal.
Did you call the client? Are they happy?
Yeah. So Brock told me to give him a ring, and I did, but he did not answer. So I left him a voicemail, but we're going to talk about it because we are actually meeting with this client tomorrow morning just to discuss some things. So we can definitely just go over that in the morning with him.
That's awesome. Okay, good. 2 appointments back to back. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is going on here? The dashboard. How many dials did you do it in? Let's see. Adam.
I think I'm about 60 dials in today. I've been trying to build more on this just
60?
to find some more facilities we can reach out to. I'm going to definitely target that area where I got those 2 at the rest of the day. And in the morning, they are on Eastern time. So a lot of things are closing down. So I'm just kind of trying to get my ducks in a row for the morning, and I'll definitely, penetrate that area and try to see if we can, make it convenient for our client to get
That's
out
a
there.
great success rate, man.
Yeah.
30 calls to an appointment. And how many, you have one client right now?
Yeah. So I'll have 2 starting in September. So really, I just started with this guy helping Brock out last Thursday. So,
So you've got a couple spots available for anybody that's looking for a sales rep.
for sure.
Why should somebody decide to work with you over somebody else at Arsenal?
Well, I think I'm really persistent and just consistent. I just come in here every day, try to stay really positive, and I enjoy talking to people. It's pretty simple as that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, good. And you've been working full time for how long now?
I started up on July 8th. I had some trips in early summer that I didn't want to start up and be like, hey, I got a week-long trip. I'm out for another week, this and that. So I was just like, what? I'm going to be working for a long time, so I'll start up in early July.
And you didn't just like go to Branson or, down the road. Where'd you go to?
Yeah. So I went to Anchorage, Alaska, and there was actually a town we went to. That's where we flew into, but we were in Wasilla, Alaska. My brother was playing in a collegiate summer league up there because he's in college right now. They do these collegiate summer leagues all over the U.S. For some reason, they typically are in kind of stranger areas than you would normally think because we were, watching baseball in Alaska. So we were actually up there watching him. He was there all summer, so we just made a family trip of it. Got an Airbnb in Wasilla, Alaska. Did a lot of outdoorsy activities. We did some trout fishing, some hiking. Watched him play games. It was beautiful scenery. Even just watching the game, there's just mountains everywhere. But yeah, it was a great trip. Definitely a new experience. So,
Did you see any bears or moose?
Yeah, we saw some bears at the nature reserve. We didn't just see them out in the wild on a hike, which probably for the better. But we did see some moose really close when we were out on some hikes. So that was super cool. And caught some salmon and caught some trout fly fishing. So yeah, that was really cool new experience. Yeah.
Did you cook them up or did you throw them back?
We threw them back. We did because our Airbnb owner actually left a ton of salmon for us that they had just caught. And something to do with the tags, we couldn't keep certain ones, so we just went ahead and threw them back. So,
Well, good. Well, hey, I'm not going to take up too much more time. We'll just you hopped on the phones for a new client a couple days ago last week. Today, you got 2 appointments for him. Pain points, needs, and problems, EDPM and TPO roofs.
Correct.
Am I saying that right?
Yep, some active leaks, and I need our guys out there to check it out. So.
Well, good. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Before you go, though, have any parting wisdom, fun stories to share, pieces of advice to folks who are wanting to, grow their business or things you've ran into that are worth sharing?
Yeah, no, if you're looking to grow your business and you're not a fan of cold calling and all the follow-ups that go along with that, our service is perfect. And I've really, as I've been working here, I've found the value in that and outsourcing this to us. It's definitely a game changer. So,
good. Well, good. Adam, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
All right. Why don't you de-headphone and get back to making some money for yourself?
Awesome. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Holy smokes, Matt, he's a natural. He just hopped right on. We'll have to bring you back on. He's walking away. He's like, I'm never going to do that again. Okay. We have, what else in new news for clients? I believe Zeke, I don't know if he's got time to get over here. Zeke might actually be on a phone call, but we got a new client today. They are White Castle Roofing and Contracting.
No way.
Yes way. Isn't that cool?
That's great, yeah.
White Castle.
Where are they at?
They are in Lincoln, Nebraska, but I think they're getting some other like Grand Island or something to that effect too. They're in Nebraska. Is your roof made out of sliders? Right. Chicken rings? No, just a badass company. I'm gonna check their website at White Castle Roof.
So you said Zeke closed that one today?
Yeah, I think he's been talking to him for a while. Said it was a good deal. I mean, their website looks sharp. It's awesome. Nice. I'll have to turn it on, the screen sharing feature next time, but it's killer. The White Castle Roofing logo is awesome.
Oh, did they do it? Did the play?
Not enough to
Not enough to get in trouble?
Not enough to catch the the eye of White Castle, but enough that it looks like a White Castle. It's pretty cool. Nice. Excuse me. Yeah, and I think Sam's got a couple deals that he's looking at. So far we're looking at, I don't know, this month we've got to be approaching 20 new clients that have signed up. You know, a mixture of August and September onboarding. Predominantly, it seems like it's roofing, IT, and janitorial. Starting to grow into the HVAC space. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we actually were able to, speaking of our other industry, solar, we were able to get Ben in here, filmed both of his $1 million proposals. Those are out on LinkedIn right now.
Really?
Also on our website, so yeah, check those out.
Really?
If you're a solar company ready to jump in, yeah.
He had $1 million proposal or he had multiple?
$1 million proposal twice. So one was with a tool company, another one was with a dairy company.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so solar's looking
Not
good
two different
today.
options for the same company.
No,
It's
no.
Company A,
Company
$1 million.
B.
Company B, $1 million.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We should start a solar company. Anyway, probably not.
People are talking.
People are saying. Hey, do we have that soundbite for Ben?
Yeah, hold on.
Ben Carlson, he's the little brother of Cam Carlson, employee number one. Cam's awesome. Ben does this thing where he gets like Donald Trump hands out and he says like, people are talking. There you go, just like that. So he refers to the proverbial they or people and says, people are saying I'm doing a good job. You know, they're talking. And he's a hoot. Ben, shout out to you. You bring a lot of personality here. Okay. New clients coming on board. We covered that. White Castle Roofing. Welcome to the team. We are very excited to grow your business. Put a ton of roofs on in Lincoln, Nebraska. And then just talking about what was going on today. I was out of the office for a lot of today. I went to Maryville University. We're getting recognized, just kind of being an alumni. And there's some other alumni, that work here for, I think, the Dean's Award. And it's pretty cool. There'll be a little video coming out.
Did you walk through our office and see the building and everything like that?
I walked. I had to park. There's so many people going to Maryville University. You can't even get a parking spot sometimes. Yeah. It's insane. They're in Town and Country, right off of Highway 64. Have you ever been to the campus?
Yeah. I did some photos there when my sister graduated.
Oh, yeah. She went to Maryville?
Yep, she's a nursing graduate. Yeah.
Did she play for the hockey team too, like everybody else?
Everybody did. Yeah.
I parked like kind of by the baseball field, and it looks like they're doing a little renovation. Baseball field's way cooler now than it was when I was going there, and parked in this parking garage, and it was basically like an oven, so it was baking by the time I pulled in, and I'm trying to not sweat and look disgusting by the time I show up for the video. I had to walk like clear across the campus. Is the only place to park. So it's like 95 degrees outside. And, I'd go to the bathroom and paper towel off and all that stuff. And anyway.
So you guys did a video there?
Yeah, there's a little video. Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately for me.
Yeah.
It's going to, I don't know how
walking
good it's
through
going
the
to
heat.
look.
Yeah. You don't got me clipping it up.
I think it was Fogarty was the video company that did it. Shout out to them. They had a legit setup. They had a super cool camera. I was kind of spotting it out to see, hey, that looks, a little bit nicer than our cameras. What's going on with that? They had something where the camera checked if the subject was in focus based on their eyes being red.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, so that's probably a Sony.
It was a
brand.
Sony?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sony does motion tracking through eyes, so like they always promote like a boxer and he's like moving his head around and you see the focus.
Yeah.
Always moving with him.
It's pretty cool. We got cinema cameras though. So I don't know.
It's all about the color grading over here.
You had a Sony, right? You had a Sony when you came over?
Yeah. Mirrorless is nice. But it's only 8-bit versus these guys are at least 10-bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we did that video. It was really cool. Maryville's campus is gorgeous. Proud to have gone there. Met my wife there. It's fun. We're going to have that on-campus internship. It's just going to be a good relationship. Then after that, we actually switched banks, talking about partnerships. So growing your business. For anybody that's listening about growing their business, I followed a guy called Brian Phillips. He's a banker. started work with them. There's a bank out this way. And back when nobody wanted to give us a shot at all, right? We were talking about buying a building, and they said, if you want to buy this building for X, you need to have that amount of cash on hand. Otherwise, like, dude, if I had that much money,
I'd just buy it.
I'd buy the building cash. I'd probably get it for less, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
Cash
Cash is king. Yeah.
So anyway, it was disappointing. The bank that my family's banked with a long time, and I won't name names, but I wish I probably should. But anyway, hated the experience. Reached out to Brian, and instantly I knew it was going to be a good fit because, the guy listens and just he's so positive. Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's extremely knowledgeable. I got lucky working with him because he knew kind of how to do these types of loans and how to structure deals and stuff. And then when you go and you talk to other banks and their people, some of them don't even offer these products, and most of them don't even know how to execute them. So it's important. I'll give you that. It's important to have a good banker. You might not think that it matters. You might not think, oh, nobody really cares about where my bank is right now, or I'm not big enough, or I'm not. You're never too small to try to go get a good relationship with a bank and grow with them. And I'm telling you, things happen, but I've followed. This is the third bank, that I followed him to.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting better.
And like at that point, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
Like you said. Yeah.
I'm gonna work with him, kind of wherever he goes, barring some sort of major betrayal. So don't do me dirty, Brian. But he makes it better, and it's a big reason why we're growing. He's doing a fantastic job. Brian Phillips, he's at U.S. Bank, based out of the St. Louis, Missouri. I think he can serve like the whole region. He'd probably help you out no matter where you're at in the country, but he's the guy. Maybe let's put up his contact info in here. Just put it up at the end or in the bit right here. Who knows? So switch banks, part of that's got to do with some of the aggressive things, right? We've got on the radar. Part of it's just, the relationship. It's just a lot of big things coming up. But yeah, that's kind of it. Other than that, in politics and current events, the election is raging on. Even the bank, when I was here today, they're asking me, right, you've got a pulse on small business. How are things going? And I said, it's kind of like we're running a race. And this is a good piece of advice if you're growing your business. It's like you're running a race, and right now there's like a storm, and some businesses or some racers pull their car over and they try to wait it out. Cam, come on in the middle of an anecdote. You're racing, there's a storm. Some of the guys pull over to try to wait it out. You're going to be over here. Some of the guys take the risk and say, hey, I'm just going to drive fast. I know it's raining a little bit. I can still see. The race is going to continue on without me no matter what. Why should I pull over? Who cares what happens during this election? Honestly, if you're in business, you do want to care a little bit, but if your guy doesn't win, are you going to close your business? No, you're going to keep going. So anyway, they're asking about that, and I was like, yeah, dude, there's a lot of pent up spending, a lot of pent up budget. There's guys that we're selling, and they're closing deals and stuff, but our clients are even saying, man, these are great sales appointments, they're great opportunities. I think we're going to close this deal. It just might be a couple months. Some of the prospects of our clients are saying might be till after the election. Some of the guys are giving them good reasons to go now. They're giving similar anecdotes or stories to what I just gave. Like get a leg up now. You can probably get a great deal, on literally anything, because everybody is holding their breath. It seems like it's like there's two camps. Like I'm gonna grow right now, and then like I'm gonna wait it out.
I think what people don't understand is those two camps exist no matter what. It could be the election. It could be tax season. It could be the winter. It could be the summer. They're always going to have a reason why they should or shouldn't grow. It's not unique to the political environment that's happening now.
Yeah. Man, if you call some accountants or CPAs, it's like, man, it's tax season.
Yeah.
And then it's like, man, it's just got done with tax season, can't talk.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm going on vacation, and tax season's coming up. I got to get ready for tax season. Like, dude, when are you ever not talking about tax season?
Right.
You can talk about some other stuff. Crazy.
It's just funny. It's on top of everybody's mind, right now.
The election.
Well, just everything. Once you make it through the election, it's going to be the holidays. Once you make it through the holidays, it's going to be tax season. Once you make it through tax season, it's their busy season, right? They're in the middle of summer. So it's like, for every call you make, there's a billion reasons why they could say no. It's your job to find one reason for them to say yes,
Compelling value, right? A good story. Sometimes it's pain. My IT stuff does not work.
Yeah.
I need it to be fixed. Like right now, it's hot as what over here.
It's so hot. Our opening day softball games got canceled.
Really?
Yeah. Canceled tonight. It was 110 at lunch today.
Yeah, I know. But what is it now, though?
I don't know.
Where was it going to be? Sunset Hills?
Sunset Hills, yeah. I think they said, that's awesome. I think they said it was going to be 96 at 6:30.
It's 99 right now in Sunset Hills. It was. I thought my car was lying to me. I was talking to Matt. We were out doing something at Maryville, which was fun. And then I went and we ended up changing banks for we filed Brian Phillips from one place to the other, talking about the strength of relationships. The car said it was 105 degrees outside. And, dude, I remember Maryville. I had to park on, like, the north side of campus.
Okay.
And walk from the baseball field all the way to Dining Hall, all the way across, because
that's hot.
There's so many students at Maryville University. It is insane.
Someone was saying they're deleting a parking lot there to build some kind of new building.
They probably do.
It's like, what? Deleting a parking lot? They need all the parking they can get.
They need all the parking. They need more. They need more buildings. It seems like they need everything. They need some land.
Yeah.
Start vertically integrating. Start building some skyscrapers, right, for dining halls and places to stay.
Cafeterias on floor 6.
By the way, they had one of the coolest buildings. I know I'm getting off track here, but when I went there, they had just, I think, purchased a hotel. There's a Marriott, and they changed that to a dorm. Mm-hmm. I got to stay in a hotel, dude. I got to stay in a Marriott.
It's pretty cool.
Had an attached, ensuite bathroom, shower and stuff. And it was so cool.
Yeah. It's a lot better than SEMO. Everybody was sharing bathrooms in those dorms.
But you could walk down Broadway or Main Street at SEMO. You're landlocked at the Ville, that's the only negative.
You go to the hospital.
You go to the hospital,
That's across the street.
You go to Energizer or Rawlings. Yeah. Okay. We were just talking about good stuff. Sam is probably pitching. Zeke got a new deal with White Castle Roofing. We talked about that. What's going on with new business development? We talked about Adam Broughton. Hops on the phones, gets 2 appointments for his brand new client, Superior.
Yeah, he's stepping up. He's filling in, trying to catch up the account on some meetings, and he got his first 2 today, and which is huge.
And then for the folks who are watching who are considering working with us, maybe looking for a rep, trying to scope a rep out, who are some reps who are available? You're managing, for you guys that don't know, Cameron's in charge of making sure our account executives have sales appointments. And we do that by training our sales development people to set up meetings with you, the potential client, meet with us. And the idea is most of the time you probably pick the guy who originally called you, or you can pick anybody if you want. But who's hot right now?
Who's hot? Oh my gosh, we've got a bullpen of fresh talent who are eligible for their first few clients. A couple of them are filling in on some accounts that are already active.
Yeah.
So John Besmer, Adam Broughton, Christian Wright, Brennan Rushing, they're all filling in. They already have meetings on the board. And then we've got some vets with an opening. We've got John Scheffel, Brennan Miller with a couple spots. And then Ross Sifford. Our very own Matt Sifford's brother is the most recent one to make it through his first 4 weeks in good standing, and so he's also eligible.
Sifford.
Yeah.
He's got 25 this month. So maybe I'm reading this wrong then, or maybe they're just not out of their 4 weeks. You missed a couple people. Maybe you didn't miss them. Maybe they're just not technically out of their initial stage. Parker Floria.
I mean, he's as good as gone. If you look on the website and Parker's available, you should take him. But
he's available. Is he in through? Has he been here 4 weeks?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. He's done with his 60 days.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, he had 42. So you're just maybe assuming that he's not available. Which is probably good.
Yeah.
Delo's doing good. 32.
D'Lo's crazy. D'Lo sets up every appointment that he can in front of him. You know, some guys are a little selective. Maybe they're a little picky. D'Lo doesn't care. He does not discriminate. He sets up everything. So we put him on a pretty high impact account there with one of our commercial cleaners on a national account. And he, first day, I think it was his third dial, he got one for him when some of the other guys were having a little trouble.
Dude, the sound effects are so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. We've got Emma Rogers.
Emma?
Also. She's hot. She's hot on the Appy train right now. She's about to hit goal for both of her cleaners she has now. She's picking up a third one. So she's got 3 available slots. My brother, Ben, he's setting a ton of solar appointments. He's 2 away from closing his book of business.
Matt was saying he came in here with to shoot 2 proposal videos. Said he had a 2-piece, $1 million a piece. It was like $1 million, like 2 options, and he goes, "No, it's like $1 million job for this company, and then a separate $1 million job for another company."
Yeah. Sam Baker asked him earlier today. He goes, "How much in proposals do you have out for your clients?" And he goes, "Well, I got $2 million out yesterday."
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I lost track.
Too much to keep track of.
That's awesome.
Shock IT has got a handful of proposals out. Can't Breaker is probably not available. And let's look at the closed deal chat. Closed deals. United Projects closed another project, 2 projects.
Yep.
22,700 and another one for 74, basically $75,000.
Hail damage in Albuquerque. Who would have thought?
For the longest time, we did not get a customer in New Mexico, Matt, and I swore it off. It was my one exception. I said, call everything. It doesn't matter. Call it. There's somebody there, and there's less. But New Mexico, I talked to a ton of prospects, and I personally, I could not close a deal there. I'm 0 for whatever it is. I'm batting 0 in New Mexico, and I was like, guys, I don't know, man. It's not. And then all of a sudden, I'm making fun of this handful of appointments in New Mexico, and it just, shoves it right down my throat how wrong I was. And we get United Project. He's killing it.
And we're killing it. He's got like 10 appointments from this month. And I guess I always thought of New Mexico, Breaking Bad, right? Just desert, nothing there.
Depressed.
Not even trees, right? Just rocks and dirt. Hailstorm.
All the time.
I didn't know that at all.
But I'm looking at like today, $100,000 worth of projects closed. If I go back to the 20th, $15,000 in projects closed. The 15th, $56,000. The 14th, $48,000. It's almost, it's almost like he's making it up. Let's go.
He said they should be at $250,000 closed by the end of next month, and then it was like $2.5 million out in proposals.
Yeah, and Pat was saying one of those deals, a lot of it was HVAC.
Yeah, some HVAC reworks and stuff.
$250,000. It's $12,000, $13,000 in commission for Pat.
Yeah,
it's a good deal.
I was able to pull him in. We filmed his. I think he had 4 closed deals totaling to $195K, and we filmed those today. And that was from the hailstorm down there. And jumping forward, I think he said that's 300 or just under 300K closed.
Jeez. Wow.
That's nuts.
Tons of money. All right, well, what else is going down at Southeast Missouri State University? Things are chugging along. Started Hunter Thompson today as an intern.
Is his middle name S?
Congrats. Yeah, that's a dude, right?
Hunter S. Thompson?
Yeah, that's the Johnny Depp guy, isn't it, from the movie? Yeah. I knew it sounded familiar. I was like, man.
He had some thoughts on politics, too. That guy was kind of progressive.
Johnny Depp did?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, you can think whatever you want to think. Yeah, I'm looking at his picture now. Yeah, he looks like he doesn't have the I'm a corporate type of guy vibe, does he?
Actually, I haven't even seen a picture of him.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
No, it's
Oh, yeah. The actual Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah. Eccentrics.
Yeah, that
no,
guy.
we're not talking about
The intern.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the intern.
Wait, so what?
The intern was talking about politics in his interview?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're talking about
that guy.
Okay, yeah.
What movie did Johnny Depp play that? What movie was that?
It's called like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I
okay.
think.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
wondering.
it's about
It's about that
Hunter
guy.
S. Thompson.
And he does a bunch of drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
a
I know.
nuts movie. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it?
Oh yeah.
I need to see it now.
That's pretty
anyway, he started. Justin Carey is down there. Said he ran out of ink for his printer.
What is he printing?
I think new hire docs, flyers. He's busting his.
Oh, flyers.
Yeah, he's busting it to get out there and hire some interns.
He has like 3 or 4 interviews come through on my calendar every day.
Good.
He's hoofing.
That's what you're supposed to be doing, Justin. You're supposed to be working hard out there. I don't know how you don't have a blast running the show down at SEMO. Cape Girardeau cost of living's a little bit lower. You know, you went there. It's your alma mater. Things are cool. They got a football team. Yeah. They got a Division I football team. It's crazy. Is there a Division I football team in town here? Does Lindenwood have a football team?
They're not D1.
Lindenwood's D1 now, aren't they?
D1 hockey, maybe.
No, I think Lindenwood's a full.
Is that's not NCAA D1, right? It's like
I think they are.
no way.
Lindenwood University.
No way.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, there's like different D1s now, though.
No,
right?
I think that was
else.
I think that was the deal. I'm gonna look it up. NCAA Division I FCS. They're in the Ohio. I said Ohio Valley Conference.
Huh.
Doesn't hold a candle to the GLVC. It's the D2 conference exit.
The NAIA.
Dude, they were national champs all the time. In
Lindenwood?
D2. No, the schools we would play at Maryville.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Maryville's really good now. Like there's guys getting drafted and stuff on the baseball team. And I was out there today and I saw some of the guys working out in the gym. They look a little different than when I was there. They're a little bigger and taller and faster, probably smarter.
Did you ever work with Jordan Harris out there? He was at the Maryville internship.
I think so. Yeah,
He was an Olympian.
yeah, for
Olympic swimmer.
the Marshall Islands or something like that.
That was pretty. It's pretty cool when you start to, get interns rolling through of a different caliber.
Yeah,
You're like, oh wow, you swam against Michael Phelps. What's that like?
yeah. Got deleted, but
Yeah, like in the different frame, But
Dude,
still,
he was there.
He's there.
I
I'm not
wasn't.
there. Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't there. Dude, I didn't even get to play most of the time. I was picking up helmets. Yeah, but that's kind of the gist. We're chugging along. It seems like HVAC, janitorial, solar, roofing
Yep.
are the up and comers. Yeah.
Yep.
Parker, Emma, go back and review the tape. People who are top of mind right now doing a great job. Adam Broughton. There's just a bunch of stuff. I mean, we just got so much talent. If you don't have a sales development or a business development person scheduling you on meetings right now, and maybe they're not getting you meetings, you need to be talking to us. Guys can fill in and do it right now. Adam Broughton said he just started calling last week. He had 2 today.
Yeah.
2 today. And they're good, okay? You're probably if you're listening, you're probably dealing with, no, again, unless you've got really good person, okay? Most people are not in that situation. They're struggling to find someone to schedule meetings. Like Adam's sitting here talking me through, there's tears in the roof. Here's the problems with the roof. Here's the pain points. Here's the square, It's not like, hey, dude, I'm going to be in the air, or my boss is going to be in the area. Can you drop off some donuts and a card and blah, blah. And it's like, sure, They're legitimate sales appointments with call recordings, and it's scheduled on your calendar. And like Sam Baker told the guys, like, dude, if you want to manage it in-house, have you ever done a one-on-one, for sales meetings? We make it look like it's awesome and everything always goes according to plan. And, it for the most part it does. But there's uncomfortable times where you got to talk to folks about, hey, you need to hit your number. You need to do the phone calls. Your clients can love you, and be buddies, and you can be a great person and all that stuff, but people are paying for results, especially right now,
Yeah, and I think the thing we're focusing a lot on is like giving their clients a pathway to sell. Mm-hmm. A lot. Sometimes we get feedback where it's like, oh, they didn't want anything, or oh, they weren't interested. It's like, well, yeah, they were. They took a meeting, right? So what's the pathway to sell them? And so a lot of these guys, they get compensated based on our client success. So whether it's a bonus or whether it's their commission, they want our clients to go out and win new business. And so they'll even go the extra mile to make sure that, there's a pathway, a very clear and defined pathway for our clients to sell them.
Yeah.
Whether it's a re-roof or a repair or, supplemental IT services or full managed, our guys are making sure that there's something for you to go out and sell.
Yeah. And I think I'll say it again and, unapologetically, if you're not giving a contract,
Yeah.
what are you even doing the sales meeting for? I think somewhere along the way, people decided to either get too fancy and it just snowballed into this unrecognizable, like sales guru, juju, 9-step sales process, or they're doing it to make up an excuse on why they're not closing deals, right? Because we're getting too filtered or whatever.
They're soft.
Yeah, dude, just give the guy a contract. It's a sales meeting. It's a roof. Yeah, we can do this roof for $100,000. There you go. I'm not gonna do it right now. I gotta think. That's great, dude.
Okay.
I'm going out and I'm putting other roofs on.
Yeah.
And if you want to do this roof, but I'm booked out 3 months, it is what it is. I'll get to you when I can. Or you can go with the guy that'll drop his price down or, this or that or whatever, who will charge you a lot more money so you can jump up in the line. I'm not doing that. I have business. That's in the position you want to be in. Not begging guys and, hey, let me see your receipts and stuff like, let me see your bill so I can compare it. And dude, that's so lame. Your product or service costs what it costs. Put it out there and any brand, and that's what a lot of guys think they have. They've got a brand. You probably don't. If you can't put your price out there, you don't got a brand. You don't. You want to buy a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, there's a gigantic price tag on it. If you want to buy a Tesla, there's a price tag on it. There's no negotiating. And it's so easy to buy. If I get on here right now, Tesla.com, by the way, which is who we try to model our website off of, Tesla and Apple. It's just order now. It's 2 buttons.
That's it.
Order now, demo drive. Look at us. Self-guided meeting, market availability. It's not hard. They sell a ton of, I think they probably sell some of the highest amount of cars, if not the most by now.
Yep.
You can buy it from your phone, right? If you can't, you can sign up for our service from your phone. We used to have a shop. Now it's a DocuSign, and it takes less than 2 minutes to sign up. The verbiage is not complicated. This and that. Just make it easy for people to buy your stuff.
Well, I think that's the point, right? Where it's like, not everyone's going to flock to your website and buy right away, but you don't want to prevent the people who want to buy today from buying.
You
shouldn't make it harder for your customer to work with you.
It should be so obvious what you do next if you want to buy something.
Yeah.
And then, people they have these pop-ups and stuff on the bottom. If for some reason they can't figure it out, you should have an option like, hey, how do I buy this?
Yeah.
And you get right to it. Make yourself available. A little pop-up thing. We had a guy, and he's a client now. He responded to our pop-up where my little picture comes up and says, can I help you with anything? He goes, is this even real? Is this AI? Is this real? 30 seconds later, I emailed him. Nope, it's a real guy. It's me. How can I help you? And he's super impressed. I don't think we got that guy, but he's like, oh my gosh, this is the real deal. Another guy, he put in his number and says, hey, I have questions, call me. Called him a minute later, and he goes, holy, you know what? That was so fast. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the idea, dude. Not back in the conference room drawing on a board.
Right.
Coming up with slogans. So we're here to
New
sell
logos.
stuff. Yeah, we're here to sell stuff and grow. But yeah, so to wrap it up, there's a fun little story from today. I sent a picture to the team. I went to, after the Maryville thing, I went to get lunch. Stopped at Shake Shack. Shake Shack, by the way, incredibly expensive. It's very good though. The guy in front of me, he took his family out. His total, I saw it on the register, is $104 to eat at Shake Shack.
What? 104.
Dude, I think he had like 5 kids, and his wife, something like that. But still, that's insane.
They all got
I don't know. I don't think so, dude. I think that's just the direction things are going.
Holy
It's
smokes.
$104. And it was probably 20 something bucks for me to have double burger, bacon and cheese, and I had the cheese and bacon fries. Chubby, and a soda.
That's crazy.
Like I thought things were supposed to cost like $10, or under 10, Now it's like everything's $20 now.
There was one time, I think about this a lot actually. There was one time my grandpa was bringing me back from our family farm, and we stopped to get food, and he pulled into a Hardee's.
Yeah.
And he left the drive-through line because he refused to pay $5 for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And
it's not that good.
I think about that a lot now, where it's like, I bet you can't find a cheeseburger for less than.
Bro, he probably back then he could get 5 pounds of ground meat for $5,
Wasn't it like 2/3 pounds Angus or something back in the day? Whatever.
But anyway, I go to Shake Shack and I, make the order and stuff, and I order 2 of the dipping sauces. I like to dip my burger in the Shack sauce. I don't like it on the burger. I like to dip it. And it's been frustrating to get the little bittiest dollop of sauce in the past that I order 2 when I go. So I don't got to worry about it no more. And I'm not even joking, man. I get it. Their cups have a tiny, even tinier, half of the half that I'm used to getting. And I sent a picture to the team in the team chat, and I was like, guys, just, the world, it's coming to this. Too expensive for too little. Apathetic, There's no urgency. There's in a half or a quarter cup of sauce world, be a full cup of sauce type of company.
Be a full cup of sauce.
You want to be like, oh shit, this is a lot of sauce, dude. This is good value, Like I'm probably going to go to Five Guys and just revel in the fact that I know it's baked into their price, but they just dump a bunch of fries over the cup into the bag, and you're like, dude, look, I get so many extra fries here. Such a great value. Guy's a genius for doing that. Absolutely genius. So again, in it's getting, times are tough, economy's tough, budgets are tough. There are companies who are thriving. If you are growing right now, you're going to grow, on the other side of this election and whatever. And even if things do get, doesn't matter, dude. You got to stay in business. You got to do a good job. Yep. But the competition, it's getting weaker. You might have a handful of companies who step up the game, but most of the time, the value's going down, the costs are going up. The customer service, the attention to detail, it's just not there anymore. So stand out. You can probably just get by on just effort at this point, not even results for a lot of guys.
Definitely.
Right? Just so have the effort. And that's my tip. Have a good banking partner. It's never too early, you're never too small, and then be a full cup of sauce company and a half cup of sauce world.
Yep.
All right? Thanks for joining us for Happy Hour. We will see you tomorrow. Little outro music.
The outro music.
We're going to try to get licensed some real music here, but this is all right for now.